I'm Pilar Kuhn, and this is PAWDCasts, Pilar and the World of Dogs. And I have my husband, Rod Ott, and one of our Scottish Terriers, Chicory, here to talk today about how we even got involved in this whole crazy dog world. We have Bouviers and Scotties. So Rod, why don't you go ahead and share with our audience what it was about the Scottish Terrier that got you really interested in the breed?
Well, I was previously married, and my ex-in-laws had a Scottish Terrier, and that was my first exposure to the breed. And I just fell in love with their personality and their character and their stubbornness. Yeah, a lot like their owners, I'm guessing a little bit. When their wife, or when their daughter, excuse me, ran off with another man, left me by myself, her parents showed up one night with a 4-month-old Scottish Terrier puppy named Molly, and gave her as a gift to me to keep myself company through that difficult time. And so I like to tell everybody I got the better bitch out of the deal.
Ha-ha!
And after that, I moved to Indianapolis, started a new job, and like most people, I thought, oh, I want to breed my dog, have puppies. And I looked an ad in the newspaper and saw someone had Scottie puppies for sale, and I called them up and said, hey, I got a female, intact female, I'm interested in breeding. And they said, well, we'll take a look at her. You know, we know she's a pet, but we'll take a look at her. And so I drove down to their house, and they looked at her, we evaluated her, we discovered that she had a Scottie cramp, a condition that you don't want to breed on. And so I had her spayed. But in the meantime, they used that as a opportunity to educate me on the breed and proper breeding techniques and why you want to breed and for what you want to breed. And they were involved in breeding and showing, and that's how I got started in breeding and showing. They were some of my first mentors.
So that's how Rod got involved in Scotties. I've had Bouviers for 15 years. I met my first Bouvier when I was a freshman in college, and decided once I graduated from college and I had actually moved out to Los Angeles that being a single petite white female and liking to travel and do things by myself, I wanted a big sturdy dog that I could do things with that might be a little intimidating to strangers, but even keel in the brain and think and be smart and intelligent and not needy, but always there for me if I needed them. And that's one of the reasons why I ended up getting a Bouvier. And then we met at the Yukonuba Dog Show, and my story is that when somebody had asked me if I would be interested in this guy, I said, oh no, Scotties and Bouviers would never get along. And I was wrong.
Yep, they get along great.
So what is it about our breeds, honey, that you think really helps them get along so well?
They both have a lot of, I think, similar traits. They're both kind of stubborn.
They can be.
They're both very, they're very protective. They're good. And you wouldn't think a little Scottie is a good guard dog, but they really are.
They're very protective of their family. They're very protective of their environment. With the Scotties, though, I find that if you change anything and they see something new, they're much more alert to it and worried about what it is versus the Bouviers. The Bouviers look at it and they sort of can figure out, oh, it's fine, I'm not going to worry about that. There are some things sometimes, like a bat will show up in the backyard or something new that they've never seen. And
you don't move your furniture without getting a stern talking to afterwards.
Yeah, the Scotties don't like that. The Bouviers don't mind. They have great senses of humor. We find that both breeds have great senses of humor. And because we both love our dogs so much and show and breed and want to do the right thing for carrying on great traits in both of these breeds, that's why we choose to study pedigrees and actually breed our dogs. And we don't really breed until we know we have homes for the puppies that we bring into the world, and we do take responsibility for them.
Chicory, she's third generation Scottie that I've bred, and you know, she's my first litter in 3 years.
And it's my first Scottie litter because I married this guy, and I never would have had Scotties if I hadn't have known, and now I can't imagine my life without him.